Attraction principle. What is the attraction principle? Let us see in details. Who attracts us in this world? Everyone is attracted to someone beautiful, strong, or wealthy. Why? What is the reason for this? Because originally these opulences are present in God in oceanic quality. He is supremely attractive. This spiritual world is the real world, and this material world is the reflection of the spiritual world. It's like a mirage. If we run behind it, what we expect we don't get. दूर से जो हम देखते हैं, it doesn't happen this way, right? First time when my flight was landing in Mumbai, I was really attracted to the beautiful city from top. There was this Queen's Necklace Marine Drive and the lights were shining like stars. And I was thinking, I've come to a beautiful world. And when the flight landed and when I came out of the Chhatrapati Shivaji International Terminal, outside was Dharavi slum and taxis, and then I came to know what is the reality. You know, what looks, जो दिखता है वो होता नहीं है, and जो होता है वो दिखता नहीं है. Who attracts us in this world? We have seen, because these are part and parcels of the Supreme Lord's attraction. Similarly, about the attraction principle, what is the definition of Bhagavan? Right? Please understand the difference between Devata and Bhagwan. There is a tremendous difference between Devata and Bhagwan. The great sage Parashar Muni defines Bhagwan as the person who is completely full with the six opulences. So if all these qualities are completely full in this person, that person is God. Pehla hai beauty, second is wealth, third is knowledge, fourth is fame, fifth is strength, and sixth is renunciation or detachment. The most beautiful person in this entire universe, the most wealthiest person in this entire universe, the most knowledgeable person in this entire universe, and the most person with the maximum fame and the maximum strength and the maximum detachment. Let us see one by one. This makes God all attractive to everyone. Mamaevangsho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatana. Mamaev angsha jivaloke. Jivalok is this material world, and we are part and parcels of Krishna. The soul, being part and parcel of God, possesses similar characteristics of God but in minute proportion. So my dear friends, understand this, very important. What is the difference between Paramatma and Atma? We are Atma and Bhagwan is Paramatma, right? It is like a drop of water and the ocean, right? A drop of water is also H2O and ocean is also H2O, right? But if a drop of water cannot take care of the thirst of a person, but an ocean tsunami comes, it can drown a whole city. So qualitatively, we are similar to God. By qualitatively, we are similar to God, but quantitative, there is difference. Atma is Anu and Paramatma or Krishna is Vibhu, right? A drop of the ocean and the whole ocean, that is the difference. So you can call it a drop in the ocean or you can call it the ocean in the drop. So let us see. Bhagavan. Bhag means opulence and Van means Dhanwan. Bhagwan, Dhanwan. Van means one who possesses. Reference of the word Bhagavan. Bhagwan word appears in Bhagavad Gita 82 times. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it appears 140 times. In terms of wealth, I am a Lakpati. Someone can say, I am a Kadorpati. Someone can say, I am a Arabpati. And someone can say, I am a Lakshmipati. So please understand, the most selfish person in this world thinks only about himself. Main. Just like a bakri or a goat does may. The most selfish person in this world thinks about me. It is called aham mameti, me, mine. A little more selfless person thinks about he and his girlfriend. Okay? He and his girlfriend. Or he thinks about he and his wife. Or he thinks about he, his wife and his children. Chunnu munnu di papa di gaddi, hum do hamare do. A little more selfless person can think at the level of the society in which he is staying. In the society where he is staying, He calls it Krishna Kamal Society or Radha Kamal Society, and he can think at the level of society. A little more selfless person can think at the level of a state. Jai Maharashtra, Amar Shonar Bangla, Bihar ka sher, Kerala ka sher, Kashmir ki kali. And a little more selfless person thinks, India is great. India is not so great, but since I am born in India, India must be great. Oh, my dear friend, today you are born in India, you are calling yourself Indian. Tomorrow you will be born in Pakistan, you will call yourself, I am proud of Pakistan. And a little more selfless person thinks at the level of World Health Organization, UNESCO, UNICEF, ILO, International Labour Organization. And a little more selfless person thinks at the level of the globe, green earth, clean earth. Even impossible says, I am possible. Even impossible says, I am possible. And you know who is the most selfless person in the whole world? That person who is serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, जो अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड नायक का सेवा करता है, he is the most selfless person because he is watering the root of the tree. If you want to water the tree, pour the water in the root. Don't take a sprayer and pour it in the shoot or the flower or the fruit. So who is the most selfless person? One who serves Krishna, one who serves the Ananta Koti Brahmand Nayak. Aham sarvasva prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. So we have to understand who is the most powerful person. Let us see all the 6 opulences. Beauty, she walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. After beauty, let us talk of wealth. Bill Gates, oh my God, private jets, so wealthy. Then let us talk of supreme knowledge, whether it's be Einstein or big scientists or whatever. And let us talk of strength. Muhammad Ali, 6-pack abs. I am the most powerful person. Or let us talk of fame. Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation. Oh my God. Father to 1-2 लोगों का father होता है, father of the nation. But do you know Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham bijah pradah pita. Who is your father? Who is your father's father? Who is your father's 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 father? Who is your father's 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 father's? And the final dot is Krishna. Please understand, right? And next is renunciation. In renunciation, we are seeing the saints of Vrindavan who are completely detached from this material world. Now let us see, just like the reflection indicates the real object must exist, similarly the short-lived minimal opulence in the material world indicates that the real opulence must be there in the spiritual world. जो चीज रियल होता है उसका रिफ्लेक्शन इस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में एक छोटा सा फ्रैगमेंट में होता है. People are beautiful, people are rich, but how much rich and how long rich? If anyone says, sir, I am impressed with his beauty, she's so beautiful, I can't control myself. My question is, how long and how much? Sir, I want to become the richest person of this world, I want to be a billionaire, a trillionaire. My question is, how long and how much? Sir, I want to be the most famous person in this world. My question is, how long and how much? So please type in the chat box HLHM. HLHM. How long, how much? Wow, Anil, super fast speed. Wow. So कभी भी अगर दिल घबराए, कभी भी अगर मन घबराए, कभी भी अगर बेचैनी हो, कभी भी अगर तकलीफ हो, अगर प्रॉब्लम भी लाइफ में ज्यादा हो तो पूछो हाउ लॉन्ग हाउ मच, और खुशी भी ज्यादा हो तो पूछो हाउ लॉन्ग हाउ मच. दैट्स व्हाई कृष्णा सेज इन भगवद गीता, ब्रह्म भूत प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचति न कांक्षति. एनीवन हु इज इन दिस स्टेट, ना उसको कोई चीज की टेंशन होती है, ना कोई हैंकरिंग है, ना लैमेंटेशन. One guru told his shishya, kabhi bhi you get upset in life, always remember this mantra, this too shall pass away, ye bhi chala jayega, and immediately you will become happy, right? Yeah, I'll give you all the shloka numbers, Anil, don't worry. In the end, yeah. So 6 opulences of the Supreme Lord. Let us go one by one. Beauty. Krishna is the most beautiful person in the entire universe, right? Madan is Kamdev. See, whenever we are in the college and in the first year, when some beautiful boy gets attracted to a beautiful girl and the beautiful girl gets attracted to a handsome and smart boy, it is actually the arrows of Kamdev which are attracting that person. You know, of course, there is too much details. I can't speak all this thing in a 1-hour seminar. इसीलिए फर्स्ट टाइम पहली बार देखा तो ऐसा लगा जैसे 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 जैसे. Okay, so this beauty is nothing but a reflection of the Krishna's beauty, and all this beauty in this material world is a small spark of the splendor. But how long is the beauty there, right? Yeah, it is like the pehla nasha which happens because Kamdev ka pehla baan aapko attack kar chuka hai. And Krishna is called Madan Mohan. Madan is Kamdev, and one who attracts Kamdev, he is Krishna, and that's why Madan ko bhi mohit karne wale vyakti, he is Krishna, and Krishna is the most beautiful person in this entire universe. Okay, next let us talk of wealth. Oh my God, Krishna is Lakshmipati. Lakshmi means all the wealth in the material world, and Krishna is the Ananta Koti Brahman Nayak and the owner of the entire universe. Now I ask you a simple question, my dear friends. If you take a number and put a square root, if you take a number and put a square root, and then again you put a square root, and again a square root, and again a square root, and you keep putting square roots, finally which number you will get? Please type in the chat box. Please type in the chat box. If you keep putting square roots, which number you will get in the end? Think, think, think. No, no, no. No, no, yes, Kalyan is right. No, not even infinite. You will get 1. Do this in your calculator. Do it in your calculator. If you keep putting a square root, finally you will come to 1. Well, यहाँ मैं आपको mathematics नहीं सिखा रहा हूँ. यहाँ मैं आपको spiritual mathematics सिखा रहा हूँ. Because anything, if you ask the question why, for example, this is my mobile. Okay, this is my mobile, and if I say where this mobile has come from, well, it has come from the company. Where the mobile has come in the company, it has come from the factory. Where it has come to the factory, it has come from this steel or aluminium or whatever. Where has the aluminium come from? It has come from Dharti, Dharti Mata, Bhumi Mata. And where the Dharti has come off? Dharti has come from the Anand, from the Vishnu, from the creation. So finally, anything you go deep and deep, where you have come from, we are part and parcel of Krishna. Who is giving me the intelligence to speak? Krishna tells in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, I am the cause of remembrance, intelligence and forgetfulness. I am the supreme spirit soul and the controller of the entire universe. Ek patta bhi nahi hulta. A leaf also doesn't move without my sanction. Next is knowledge. Oh my God. What knowledge we are having, my dear friends. I am a doctor, professor, head of the department. I have international publications, but all my knowledge is about the dead body. All my knowledge is about the dead body. And what the engineer is doing? Engineering is nothing but matter, energy, and interconversion of matter and energy. Nothing more than that. But what is the supreme knowledge? Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Paramam Mama. In the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling to Arjun a beautiful shloka. Sarva Guhya Tamam Bhuya Shrinu Me Paramam Vachaha. Sarva means all. Guhya means confidential. Guhya Tam means more confidential, and Guhya Tamam means most confidential. Sarva Guhya Tamam Bhuya Shrinu Me Paramam Vachaha. So among all the knowledge in this world, Krishna is the source of the complete knowledge. Okay, when he was speaking the Bhagavad Gita, all the devatas were also listening to it, right? And strength. What is the strength of Krishna? Oh my God. As a small child, he lifted the whole Govardhan hill. Today also, if you go to Vrindavan, you will be seeing the Govardhan hill. Of course, it has started shrinking in Kali Yuga. The diameter of the Govardhan hill is 22.5 kilometers. Arey, what is Govardhan hill? He's floating the entire planets in the entire universe. So he is the source of all strength. When Krishna, I'll tell you a small poem. When Krishna went as Shanti Doot, right? in front to meet Duryodhan and Dhritarashtra, and Krishna said, okay, no problem, just give us 5 villages. And Duryodhan said, I will not even give you a small particle of the land which is touched by a needle. And on top of that, he tried to arrest Krishna. And one beautiful poem goes, Dagmag Dagmag Diggaj Dole. Diggaj means all the great personalities sitting there. डगमग डगमग दिग्गज डोले, भगवान कुपित होकर बोले, हाँ हाँ दुर्योधन बांध मुझे, विकराल काल जब छाता है, पहले विवेक भ्रष्ट हो जाता है, जंजीर बढ़ा और साध मुझे, हाँ हाँ दुर्योधन बांध मुझे. Right? And then Krishna showed the Vishwaroop, and practically seeing that, none of them were able to see except a few great souls. Right? So of course the story goes, and Krishna is the supreme, no one is more powerful, and Krishna's fame is spread all around the universe. All the books which you are seeing here in my library, 5,000 books, almost 3,000 are all about Krishna. Fame, and finally renunciation. In spite of being the most richest person, the most beautiful person, the most knowledgeable person, when his friend Sudama comes to meet him in Dwarka, Krishna is taking the humble role of washing his feet, and in front of his father he's carrying the slippers on his head. So in spite of all these, he is not attached to all these things, and he is completely detached. Bhagwan or God is one who is full of all the 6 opulences. These opulences only reflect minutely in this material world. Krishna says in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, opulence of the absolute, that everything is but a spark of my splendor. Right? So we have to understand what are the beautiful meanings of this shloka. Yad yad vibhutim mat sarvam shrimad urjitam eva va tad tad eva gachatvam mam tejosmi sambhavam. Bhagavad Gita chapter 10 41st shloka, and here we see the translation. He's telling to Arjun, know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring but from the spark of the splendor. So we saw the attraction principle, and now we are going into the second principle, that Krishna is the supreme boss and we are the das. Boss is the supreme lord and das is the soul. We are seeing here, this is Vaikuntha Loka, and all the other associates are serving Krishna in different way. Yes, Satija will take the questions in the end. God is the supreme person and all the souls are his eternal servants. All the souls are his eternal servants. And service to the Supreme Lord. Plural subordinates get nourished by serving the single Supreme. For example, a hand wants to eat the gulab jamun. Can the hand eat the gulab jamun here itself? No, it is not possible. The hand has to feed it into the mouth, and the gulab jamun will go in the stomach, and automatically the hand will get the nutrition. But if the hand thinks, why should I feed the stomach? I will eat gulab jamun here only. All the rest of the gulab jamun will fall off. So plural subordinates get nourished by the service of the single Supreme. Let us see. Just like the students in the school follow the rules of the principal, and in doing so they receive the education, training and degree. Similarly, the employees serve the CEO of the company, and in return, what do they get? In return, they get their salary, they get their perks and facilities. Similarly, all the citizens abide by the laws of the Prime Minister of India, and in return they get the social facilities and the welfare and other things. Similarly, my dear friend, all the souls of this entire universe, all the souls are part and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Service to the Supreme Lord, and all the souls part and parcels of the Supreme Lord, they can only get nourishment, only, my word, only get nourishment and happiness by their service to God. Right? So we have to understand this important question, and let us see some quiz time. Please type QT in the chat box. QT, quiz time. Okay, so let's see whether we have the time for the quiz time, and we go ahead. Okay, thank you for those amazing feedbacks. Make 2 tables, one with the heading demoniac, ya Asuri Pravriti, and the other is divine, Devi Pravriti, and list at least 5 qualities of these 2 classes you can think of you can give at least one example from the Shastras and from your practical experience of demoniac and divine qualities, right? Divine versus demoniac. Yes, Duryodhan, divine Krishna, very good. So divine qualities are those who obey the laws of God, and demoniac are those who rebel against the laws of God. Demoniac quality is selfishly concerned about our own sense gratification. Very good, beautiful answers, huh? Kakinada and Shrikant, beautiful answers. And divine qualities are selfless service to God and others. I really appreciate this group. Okay. Next quality of demoniac is I am a self-made man. Thinking. Prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvasha ahankara vimoodatma karta hamiti manyate. So divine qualities feel grateful to God, but demoniac qualities say I am the self-made man. मैं ही करता धरता हूँ. They are like mini Ravanas, and the demoniac people say just eat, drink and be merry. क्या फर्क पड़ता है किसने देखा है कल को, आज एंजॉय कर ले यार, ऐश करो, खाओ पियो, मस्त रहो, right? But the divine quality is that being conscious of our life and avoiding the sin. Good, good, nice shloka, huh? Okay, read me note. Yeah. And Duryodhan is an example of the demoniac quality, and Yudhishthir Maharaj, who is Dharmaraj, is the example of divine quality. Now let us understand about God. One doctor was fighting with the engineer, and engineer told the doctor, do you know finite element matrix? And the doctor said, do you know the potassium ionic channel in the medulla oblongata of the posterior hindbrain? दोनों बोले अरे क्या पूछ रहे तू? But when the discussion started about God, okay, so please don't mark over here. Can I request my digital team to please remove these marks? Okay, thank you, it's done. So when it started about God, he told, do you know about God? दोनों ऐसे बात करने लगे as if God is some parrot in the left pocket. निकालो. Sir, I have given many classes in IITs and other places, you know, and people sometimes are so confused. They will say, I tell, sir, what is your idea of God? Sir, God means light. Sir, I think God means nothing. Sir, I think God is everything. Sir, I think God is this, God is that. Oh my God, don't take so much tension. You don't have to think what is God, because Krishna is clearly telling in Bhagavad Gita what is God. God, is he light or is he a person? Let us see. Microsoft. Who is the owner of Microsoft? A well-managed MNC all around the world. Behind all that, there is a person running and managing it. It's a Bill Gates. A country is governed by an elected person. Ultimately, there is a person heading it. And who is he? Narendra Modi over here. Similarly, the gigantic universe having a perfect organization and perfect control. And who is behind this entire universe? Who is the person behind this gigantic universe? Yeah, and he is the person, right? Hey Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, Hey Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He is the person behind the entire universe just by one breath. Aham sarvasva prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam Buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all the spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my bhakti or devotional service and worship me with their hearts. Now this is very beautiful, huh? आप लोग सबका घर है? All of you stay in a house? If you stay in a house, please type H for house. If you stay in a house, please type H for house. Now let us talk about Krishna's house. Where Krishna is staying? Where is the Krishna staying? Okay, Milky Way. Good question. One person has asked, where is Milky Way? Milky Way is a nucleus of the atom of the drop of the huge gigantic universe, you know, and all the details are mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So now let us see Krishna Loka. Very good, Krishna Loka. And Krishna is telling about Krishna Loka in chapter 15, 6th shloka. Natad bhasyate suryo na shashanko na pavaka yat gatva na nivartante tat dhama paramam mama. Natad bhasyate suryo. Mera Golok Vrindavan Dham is not illumined by the sun. na shashanko, neither the moon, na pavaka nor fire. Yat gatva na nivartante. Any person who comes back to the spiritual world, that yat gatva na nivartante, tat dham, that place, paramam, is topmost, and mama, that place is mine. Please try to understand. That supreme abode of mind is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never come back into this material world. In the beginning of the battle of Kurukshetra, Arjun was under stress because he was depending on his own idea of becoming happy without consulting Lord Krishna. Similarly, we are also in this world. सब लोगों के दिखाने वाले दांत अलग, खाने वाले दांत अलग. That's why the photo of the Aadhaar card is different from the photo which we post in Facebook. Facebook है दिखाने वाला फोटो और आधार कार्ड है रियल वाला फोटो. Okay, so please understand, we are also living in a world. All of us are miserable. We are looking for happiness. There is trouble in our life. There is some incompleteness, and our condition is also like Arjun. We are under stress, but we are trying to be happy on our own. हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. When will that din come? You have to ask Krishna. He will answer. Okay, so let us see Arjuna's lamentation. Arjuna had so many lamentations. Let us discuss. I am unable to stand any longer. My mind is reeling. I am forgetting myself. My limbs are quivering. My hair is standing on end. My mouth is drying up. My whole body is trembling. And my bow gandiv is slipping from my hand. हमारी भी हालत ऐसी है. Sir, my girlfriend is leaving me. Sir, I am tensed. What will happen after corona? Sir, corona में कुछ तो करो ना. मेरी क्या होगा? I am not able to study. I don't know. Placements are coming. What to do? What not to do? क्या करूं? क्या ना करूं? ये कैसी मुश्किल है? कोई तो बता दे इसका हल मेरे भाई. And that is why people are also singing this type of songs in this material world, because they also sing this song. आ चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहां गम भी न हो आंसू भी न हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले. Because everyone is looking for that spiritual world. Everyone in this material world, they are frustrated. And anyone asks, how are you? अंदर से तो अरे go to hell, और बाहर से hello, cool, fine, thank you, I am cool, dude, how are you? So big acting is going on in the material world. So when this was happening, Arjuna was a friend and devotee of Lord Shri Krishna. Realizing that Lord Shri Krishna is the only shelter, Arjun prayed to be guided by him. And Krishna, being the supreme Lord, is the supreme well-wisher of his devotees. And by aligning with Krishna's guidance, Arjuna achieved victory and happiness. What is this life? I was so happy to hear all this. And you can also be happy. That's why Krishna is telling in the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is telling in the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita, last chapter. Can I have a copy of Gita also? In the last chapter, last shloka of Krishna is telling to Bhagavad Gita. What is he telling? He is telling that anyone. So this is the Bhagavad Gita. I am showing this in Hindi, and then I'll show you an English copy also. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Yatra Yogeshwar Krishna, wherever there is Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, and wherever is his true follower Arjun, Tatra Shri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. There will be victory, there will be opulence, and there will be all good and amazing things. Lord Krishna told Arjun to surrender unto him, and by doing so, one can become free from all the sufferings and ultimately gain the spiritual world. So all of you, please get your copies of Bhagavad Gita as it is. This is in Hindi. You can get it in English by contacting your mentors, right? And get all the books. So in the 66th shloka of the 18th chapter, Krishna is telling the very important shloka. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Right? Sarva dharman parityajya. Leave all varieties of religion. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Surrender unto me. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. And he's telling, I already covered this, Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter, last shloka. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjun, the supreme archer, there is also certainly opulence, victory, extraordinary power and morality. And that is my opinion. And if you also want to get all these qualities of supreme opulence, supreme victory, supreme energy, supreme power and supreme morality, just follow whatever Krishna is telling. Pandavas were 5, Kauravas were 100. Yet the Pandavas won the battle because they followed the dharma, and they had father of dharma, Lord Krishna, with them. Thus, anyone who follows in the footsteps of Arjun will be supremely successful, right? So Lord Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal and protector of the devotees. The prayers go up and the blessings come down. Draupadi was trying all the powerful people. She was going to the Pandavas, she was going to Dhritarashtra, she was going to the Bhishma Pitama, but finally Krishna was not coming. But then she tried her own strength. She was holding the sari with her teeth. Did Krishna come? No. When she left the hand and she put up a hand and cried, Hey Krishna, hey Govinda, I am not able to protect myself. Please save me. And immediately Krishna came and incarnated in the form of sari and protected Draupadi. These are not made up stories, my dear friends. This is reality. Some foolish person from British people, they said that this is all mythology. This is not mythology. This is real. Harry Potter, I will call that is a mythology. That is fiction. Today also Kurukshetra is there, Vrindavan is there, Dwarka is there, Mathura is there, Jagannath Puri is there, and tomorrow Jagannath Rath Yatra is also there. Okay? So we have to understand what is the dharma of the soul. The dharma of the soul is the loving service. Every living entity in this world is serving someone. Service, very good. Everyone in this world is serving someone. कोई कुत्ते को घुमाने ले जा रहा है, he is serving the dog and dog is serving the master. The mother is serving the child and child is serving the mother. The teacher is serving the student and student is serving the teacher. The waiter is serving the customer and customer is serving the waiter. But what is the real service? What is the real service? But such service in this world is finished. Such service in this world is finished at the time of death. But, बहुत बड़ा but है. Every living being loves someone. Every one of us loves someone. The father loves the child. Someone loves the Santa Claus. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. They're waiting for the 25th of December to come. And the dog is loving the kid and kid is loving the dog. Everyone loves someone. Someone loves his wife, someone loves his girlfriend, and someone loves someone outside the marriage. But relationship and love in this material world is temporary. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Agamo, Apainu, Anitya. It comes, it stays, and it goes. Do you want temporary life or do you want eternal life? T or E? What do you want? Temporary happiness or eternal happiness? Eternal. Thank you. Every living being has a tendency to love and serve, right? Where should we repose our love and serving propensity? किसको प्रेम करे? इस दुनिया में तो इतने प्रेम करके धोखा खाया है, ठोकर खाया है. Whom should we love? So that is the question, and that is the dharma of the soul. Dharma means nature. The dharma of the sugar is to be sweet. Dharma of the salt is to be salty. And what is the dharma of ice? The dharma of ice to be cold. And dharma of water is to be liquid. And similarly, I'm going to give a gift to all of you. Similarly, the nature of the soul and the dharma of the soul is to serve God with unconditional love. I'm speaking it aloud, and this is the final thing which we are trying to tell you in this session, that the nature of the soul is to serve God with unconditional love. God is eternal and soul is eternal. Therefore, the loving relationship between the two is eternal. The eternal love and service to God is called Sanatana Dharma. Just as a man suffering from amnesia forgets his parents and relatives, similarly, we have forgotten our love and service to God. Having forgotten, we have reposed our love and service to temporary relationships in this world. Our spouse, her zindagi. Yeah, some questions are coming to me. What does Krishna name mean? Krishna means all attractive. The meaning of the name Krishna, Akarshan, Akarshan, Krishna. Krishna means all attractive. Having forgotten God, everyone in this world has some center. एक कागज लेंगे, if you take a paper and try to fit 4-5 circles, you will see that there are some centers. Some people center is parents, some people center is girlfriend, some people center is career, some people बस अपने enemies को मारने के लिए जिंदा रहते हैं. They are enemy centered. So this is spouse centeredness, this is spouse centeredness, and this is family centeredness. हम दो हमारे दो, चुन्नू मुन्नू दे पापा दी गड्डी. हम तो भाई अपने फैमिली के लिए करते, बस फैमिली के बाहर मैं तो कुछ सोच ही नहीं सकता. और इट कुड बी मनी सेंटर्डनेस, बाप बड़ा ना भैया, सबसे बड़ा रुपया. हाँ, और इट कुड बी वर्क सेंटर्डनेस. हाँ, आई डोंट नो एनीथिंग, मेरे लिए तो काम ही धर्म है, कर्म ही धर्म है. एंड some people are possession centeredness. मैं और मेरी गाड़ी, मैं और मेरा BMW, मैं और मेरा रोल्स रॉयस, मैं और मेरा मर्सिडीज. एंड सम पीपल को तो बस खाना अच्छा लगता है. वो जीने के लिए खाते नहीं है, वो तो खाते हैं. वो बस जीने के लिए खाते हैं कि खाने के लिए जीते हैं. दैट इज द क्वेश्चन दे शुड आस्क. And some people are pet centered. They are just bothered about their pets. Some people are friend or enemy centered. But we should be centered around God. We are not gods. We are not mini gods. Lekin we belong to God. So that is why this is a beautiful poem. I would love to end this session with this poem. I am a tiny jiva, not the ultimate God, but a tiny part and parcel servant of the Lord. Leaving Lord's company, forced to be born in pain, in the world filled with agony, again and again. Krishna is my Lord, the source of all existence. His form is imperishable and full of 6 opulence. Yes, Jitendra, I will tell you why we are not God. I will take that question. He pays a visit to this world out of his own sweet will to please and protect his devotees and punish the evil. I am only Brahman, but Krishna is Param Brahman. My power is limited and his potencies are unlimited. I can make a swimming pool, God creates ocean. I can fly a rocket, but Lord floats huge planets. I can invent a dome light, but God created the moonlight. We make ordinary dolls, but the Lord made us all. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. Everything is made by the Supreme Lord, right? So with this, Lord is the actual doer. I am just an imitator. Lord is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. So, who deserves everything? Love and humble service. I am a tiny jiva cast in the oceanic material world. Lord is the greatest of all. Let us accept this fact at heart. We are tiny servants. Let's realize and serve him with joy. So with this, I would like to tell you the most important thing is the mantra. Please remember this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this, yes, if you want the lectures daily, please contact the coordinators. They will be telling it to you. And if you want to listen to me also, I will give you the YouTube channel. So listen through the programs and listen and learn this Krishna consciousness very deeply. And if you want to hear the Hare Krishna in a kirtan, I gave some tunes yesterday. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So there are beautiful tunes and you can enjoy and dive deep into this music. with this, I would love to end today's session with the summary. We described the 6 opulences. Thank you for typing out the whole mantra. 6 opulences, and then we saw the meaning of Bhagwan. We saw the meaning between boss and das. Krishna is the boss and we are the das, right? Yes, we will upload this tune also. Okay? And dharma of the soul, temporary material relationships in this material world, and there is an eternal Sanatan dharma, right? And we are not gods, but we are gods. So with this, I would end today's session by an mind map in which I will be revising everything. We started little late, so I'm so sorry. Okay, that I'm just crossing the time. So 6, discover real eternal love. Okay, let us go one by one. Attraction principle, Bhagwan. Lord is completely beautiful. He attracts the Kamdev, Madan Mohan. He is the owner of whole wealth, Lakshmipati. He is full of knowledge. He gave the Gita. He is famous. There are 5,000 pastimes of God. He is all strength. He lifted the Govardhan. He is all renunciation. He became the charioteer of Arjun, Arjuna's driver. He is the real opulence and he is the original source of spark of splendor. He is the supreme person and we are the supreme servants. He gives nourishment to the entire universe. We saw the divine and the demonic qualities, and we saw the difference between the material and the spiritual world, right? Then we saw about the dharma. The dharma of sugar is to be sweet, water is to be liquid, and fire is to be heat. And similarly, in the material world, we have so many relations: boyfriend, girlfriend, father, mother, brother, sister. These are important and you need to give attention to them. But most important is your relation with the Paramatma, right?